Hi everyone. Here we report a very interesting document which lists a number of prototypes developed from the early 1960s up to the 1980s and that never reached production. From late 1961 into mid-1962, Ford designers tried out a wide range of themes for a sporty coupe based on the platform of the new Falcon Compact. The fastback design was originally sketched with a hatchback and rear-facing second-row seat. While this car never made it to production, a variation of the fastback profile was eventually adopted as the third body style for Mustang. As Avventura moved from sketch to physical design model, the hatch was replaced with a trunk and the rear seat was switched to a more conventional forward-facing orientation. Early in the gestation of the original Mustang, Ford designers also considered a number of two-seater studies. These were seen as a more affordable return to the roots of Thunderbird, which by this time had grown into a much larger four-seater. The idea of a two-seat Mustang was something designers returned to frequently in the period between the original Mustang I concept and the 1992 Mach III. Aside from some track-oriented Mustangs that had the rear seats removed to save weight, there has never been a strictly two-seat production Mustang. In 1962, the design team, led by Jean Bourdonnais, worked on several iterations of another design called Allegro. While the production 1965 Mustang was a very different car in almost every visual detail from Allegro, the design study established the basic proportions that would define most Mustangs for the next 5 decades. The notchback coupe had the same long hood, short deck layout with a compact greenhouse that would roll out of the Rouge factory 2 years later, although it was probably never seriously considered for production as a Mustang. This hardtop variation of the Mustang I concept from 1962 did provide some inspiration for the GT40 MKI that would race at Le Mans and elsewhere beginning in 1964. When you have a product as enormously successful as Mustang, you invariably have to consider how to capitalize on the idea. While Mustang used the platform of the compact Falcon as its starting point, the four-door Mustang could have brought the idea full circle by adding 2 doors to the pony car. Fortunately for Mustang fans, cooler heads prevailed. In the mid-1960s, Ford designers considered at least a couple of different concepts for a Mustang station wagon, with at least one running prototype based on a 1966 coupe getting built. Another design study included elements for refreshed models that were coming later that decade. All of the known Mustang wagons were 3 doors that were closer to a European shooting brake than a traditional American family station wagon. As the first-generation Mustang transitioned from a pony car to a larger and heavier big block muscle car, the Mach I concept was created as a preview of the 1968 model. The original nose of the 1966 Ford Mustang Mach I concept drew inspiration from the 1963 Mustang II concept with its covered headlights and chrome-rimmed protruding grille. In late 1966, Ford designers prepared a Mustang concept to preview some of the design updates coming for the 1969 model. The Mustang Mach I was a 2-seat fastback with a very aggressive-looking chopped roof profile, with the Mustang having already set sales records following its launch in 1964. Ford design chief Jean Bourdonnais and the Special Vehicles Group decided to try rearranging the pieces for the Mach II concept. The 289 Hypo V8 was shifted from the front to behind the 2 seats to evaluate the layout as a possible successor to the Shelby Cobra. Despite its mid-engine layout, the Mach II retained the long hood, short deck proportions of a Mustang. Unfortunately, the Mach II never went much beyond the auto show circuit. In 1967, Ford designers decided to reprise one of the original Mustang design concepts from 1962 with a new form and repurposed name, starting with the Avanti, Allegro Fastback Coupe. The greenhouse was removed and replaced with a low-cut speedster-style windshield, roll bar, flying buttresses on the rear deck and a new rear end. The reworked concept was dubbed Allegro II. First shown publicly at the February 1970 Chicago Auto Show, the Mustang Milano concept previewed the nearly horizontal rear deck and sharp, extended nose that would be seen on the production 1971 model. However, aside from those two elements, the Milano didn't really bear much resemblance to any production Mustang. Created at the Italian gear design studio, the 1980 Mustang RSX Concept was conceived as a rally special based on the new Fox-body third-generation Mustang that debuted for the 1979 model year. With a 1-inch wider track and 5.6-inch shorter wheelbase than the road-going Mustang, the RSX had extra ride height that would be needed for dealing with the off-tarmac stages of European rallies. Thanks for watching.